1-to-1 hi to Devon. Devon. Hello, good morning. This is Sergio and straight to the track. Let's go, Echoes.
It is Ram today.
What's up?
As far as going, that really explains everything.
And was recently accepted into the National College of Motorsport here at Silverstone. This is Silverstone to study to become a motorsport race technician. I'm extremely proud. Thank you from Mum Carl. It's a proud mum.
Welcome to Silverstone. Just setting up the grid. And racing should start to get underway.
Actually, they were trying to get beneficial. Yeah, turning. Him showing really
Yes, Roulette, how are you, brother? Silverstone for the Motogp. They're just setting the grid up. The bikes will just be coming around very shortly. Yeah, the bikes are on doing their parade lap to come round and form up. Here comes the first one. That's the pole position. Here comes second place on the grid. Scooter man, yes brother. That's the second place grid man. As you can see, we're sat right on the last corner. Here comes third, fourth, fifth and sixth. This is going to be a good race. As you can hear, the crowd's going wild now.
They all That's played them, yeah. That's going to throw things out a bit, isn't it? I just said, don't think they will anybody
so exciting to see the ones. Looks like he took a lot of stars. Alright, this is a pretty great rolling. This is
So they're just setting the grid up. Obviously we've got a few minutes yet. And then the action will start. Racing gets underway. Sun's trying to come out, which is nice. Track's dry. Temperature's good. Should be a cracking race. Sabine, hi mate, hope you're well. They're just setting the grid up.
We can see down there that already the grid is getting very increasingly with the Santa celebration, all of those retro memories.
Yeah, 75 years at Silverstone as well.
It's time here at Silverstone. Chance to get a shooter.
Don't make a sound. I was just watching all the commotion. Hear what I'm talking. 20 minutes to go. And when I'm driving, feels like I'm dying, yeah. This sex was on fire. Say, watch this transpire. It really is filling up as well now. There's not that many spaces. Greatest, yeah. His sex was on fire. You have to excuse my singing, by the way. Yeah. So what are you all up to? It's got 15 minutes to kill until the race starts. The grid's absolutely packed. Yeah, there's very few British riders to be fair this year. Oh, cheers, buddy. An old grey-chinned haired angel. If I get back in time this afternoon, I'll do a live stream and get the workout done this afternoon. That's the plan anyway. The noise when it takes off is absolutely amazing. It's just this crazy buzz that you feel through your whole body. And the speed of these bikes, the speed's unreal. Lovely little pan round. Obviously got your large screen for when the bikes are on the other side of the track. See what's going on.
This one says, this is what's exciting place. That is a very exciting place.
There's so many people still coming in. Must be something wrong with that stand because it's empty. But then the rest is full. Yes, Mayor. Afternoon, brother. Hope you're well. It's about another 14 minutes before the race starts. We'll obviously do a warm-up lap first. Oh, that's cool. I'm not sure if you can make it out, but they're just putting a big Union Jack across the whole top of the front of the grid. Got a picture of that. So many people in here. There's that one stand, that's all KTM fans. And this is just one side of the track. Obviously you've got the whole other side of the circuit. There's just so many people. I think the riders are coming out now. Yeah, it's a little bit cloudy today, Mia, but it's still warm. 22 degrees, so it's 70 degrees. Hey, May, hiya. Just over 10 minutes, they should start clearing the grid. And then the actions go, go, go.
Shout out to Johnny, and this is shout out to Johnny's going to be birthday running MotoGP. Shout out to Will and Maggie to Press Group Grandma Ever. This one says shout out to our first GP at the age of 4 President Mike Kelly and the Blue.
It's really good how many families are here as well. There's lots and lots of families. Quite interesting to see.
We are so very close to the opening ceremony. We're going to play this, we're going to squeeze this one in. This is very good.
Summer of '69. That's forever. Leonard. Yes, brother. These are the MotoGP bikes.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Got about 10 minutes until the grid starts to clear. And then it's go, go, go. Leonard, that bike you built, what a machine. Look local. And the music you play. Yeah, I like that stuff.
God save the King, send him victorious.
Happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our King. There is the national anthem. Zoe! Yes, girl. Okay, looks like you're going to start clearing the grid now. Big flag's just gone. The old Union Jack. Time you have on there? 52. Yeah, it's the Moto Grand Prix from Silverstone. We've got about 8 minutes. They've obviously got to do parade lap as well. Race starts at 3. About another 3 or 4 minutes and they should start clearing the grid. Dead with her, nice one. Yeah, imagine that, 215 mile an hour foxes. Yep, they're starting to clear the grid now. The old trolley dollies are doing their walk off. Oh yes, here we go. Mass exodus of the grid. Oh, safety car's just coming round. So they've done the check of the track. You only just made it, didn't you?
Yeah, just about.
Didn't realise there was going to be such a queue for the loo.
Crazy. It's busy today.
Isn't it?
Everything's busy today.
Yesterday and the day before.
You okay?
Yeah, the safety car's just gone off to do its sighting, like make sure that's good. So they must do 3 checks. 2 blokes went round first on bikes. They've obviously just had a run round the track. Then the first safety car went round, the big one at the back. Now the one that was at the front, that's gone round. Yeah, they're all clearing off the track now. All the tyre warmers, all the support staff. It will soon just be the bikes.
I don't believe that.
Here we go, here's the build-up music. Yeah! 7.20 a pint, £10 for a cheeseburger, £5 for a portion of chips. Yeah, prices are absolutely extortionate. You got to think some people spend the whole 3 days camping here, so they're paying for food for 3 days. Should start to hear the buzz of the engines in a second. Here we go, can hear bikes revving. Here comes the safety car back round. You got here just in time, brother. Okay, they're just going around for the warm-up lap. And they line up. And then we are go, go, go. So that's the front guy going round at the minute, obviously all going around the track. Yeah, what I'll try and do is I'll try and keep it on that screen. Arizona, dread weather, nice one, brother. I'll try and keep you on that big screen when they're obviously on the other side of the track, and when they come round here, we'll just drop over to here, catch the last couple of corners, and obviously the start finish. Oh, guy with the flags ready. Okay, this is live 2024 Motogp from Silverstone. Here they come. We can hear the buzz across the other side of the track. And here comes the snake. Here we go, here we go. 5 days, 5 days. This time next week I will have such a hangover. So will Zoe. Okay guys and girls, here we go. Start of the 2024 MotoGP live from Silverstone. Lights are red. They all made the first bend. Okay, straight into that big screen. Looks like 2 Ducatis at the front. The sound is unbelievable. And the rest, Leonard. A lot more than that, each bike's close to that. There's 20 of them. You're looking at hundreds of millions of dollars worth of bikes. Here they come. This is it, this is it. Oh, the noise when they come past, you actually feel it pulse through your whole body. It's so unbelievable. And they're so quick. And they're virtually laying down on their side when they're around the corner. Yeah, everybody stayed up so far.
But in the racing days.
Here we go, we're coming back round again. Everybody's still up as well, which is good. Yeah, Dave's already done the he's lapped him already, Dave has. On his two-stroke as well. So there seems to be an issue with the commentary system here. We don't have any commentary, so everybody's watching the screen. They're like, what's going on? What's happening? Here we go, they've come across the top again. If you look by the left of the big screen, you'll see them flash past. Yep. I think everybody's still up as well, nobody's gone down, which is good. Yay! Yay!
It's tricky, it's technical.
I just sorted the sound out. That was my cheering. Kick the crowd off. I'm bad. Still tight at the front. Really tight at the front.
Now on their front tyres, just have a look if you can see on the rim, and it all helps pull that bike through the corner. What we want to hear from Victor, so if he gets away,
No, completely.
it's like he's in fuel save mode again.
That's what's happened. They forgot to disengage the fuel save mode from the sour lap.
Goodness me, it can't be, can it?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's happened before. And it is, they put it back in to really use no fuel on the second lap. They come round to the grid and they should put the race back in. Oh, heartbreak for Brad Binder there. That's his day ruined.
So Bagnaia leading in the championship and in this race for Jorge Martin, 1 point separating them. Pega Bagnaia said, we do not have the correct front tyre here. The temperature this weekend, not on Friday, but yesterday and today, not allowing them to race with the hard like he would like. He said the medium is strange, Michael. The soft will be dead after 2 laps, so there's no good option as far as he's concerned. What does he mean about that medium tyre?
Oh, there's a little bunny. Little bunny running across the track.
Stability of braking, it's not giving the extra edge grip for turning, so it's not the best of the soft or the best of the hard. It's just it's the one that will do your distance. It's the safest option.
Where's it gone? There's a little bunny rabbit on the track. Oh no! Oh no! They're gonna. Oh no! Hey! A bunny rabbit on the track nearly went into the riders. Bunny rabbit running around the track, still running around.
He's such a good character. But just look at where he is compared to the other guys that are grinding KTM, will be on the KTM next year. He's in 7th, Miller's taken Jack Miller, who's in 9th place, he's got a second behind him.
He's been back and forth with Digi a few times in this race already. He is the top KTM. I think Brad Binder had something to be in this battle today, but for the incident as he started the race. It's good to see Pedro in there fighting. The KTMs have had a little bit of a tough time.
The craziest thing I've ever seen. A little bunny rabbit just came out of nowhere, started running across the track.
He's pushing hard. He's got his full aero body today. He did finish 5th yesterday front wing on the left side of the bike, creating a little bit of instability. So there's still a long way to go, but just making a few little mistakes at this stage in the race.
Just being informed by Trackhouse Aprilia, both Ralph Fernandez and Miguel Oliveira are okay, is the word from Trackhouse Aprilia team. Really a shame they had all the American race winners from MotoGP from the Premier class.
So first, second and third still quite close together.
From Kenny Roberts through to Ben
And there's a small
Speed,
gap.
with the likes of Wayne Rainey, Eddie Lewis and Kevin Schwartz and Nicky.
Here we go, they'll come across the left hand side of the screen. You'll just see their helmets as they flash past if you look closely. Now,
They will announce very soon.
Yeah, you might not see him.
As the rider alongside Ralph Fernandez for next year. I'd be amazed by that. It's hard that it's going to happen, but you've got Joe Roberts in Moto2, California kid, surf kid, rock and roll, a button playing English speaking American.
second, third,
We'll find out anyway as we switch our attention to what's going on at the front of this race. It's just, at the moment, I feel like everyone is holding fire. They've got their finger hovering over the trigger, no one willing to pull it at the moment, because they know if they do, if you even do one lap, at a pace that's just under
bit too much. That could be always done. They almost keep in time.
Yeah, this is a game of chess right now. Everyone in shot has a chance of winning this race. The most clever person doesn't use their tyre at this point, doesn't have a map in the back that's using a little bit more fuel. They're tickling in the throttle around Luffield here. They're being really cautious. They know from the signals on their pit board that they've got a group of 5 riders and they're all lapping at the same lap time. So Pecco's still lapping 59.0, but he can up the ante into 58s if he needs to.
You describe it as a game of chess.
Gonzo.
A bit more, it's almost an arm wrestle.
Awesome.
They've got their arm across the table and waiting for the person in front of them to blink at the moment. And as it is, nobody is twitching. Bandaya loves a race like this.
Indeed.
Up front. He is so good at dictating and managing the pace. I just wonder, when we've seen wheels in line races like this recently, often those who are sat behind start to have tyre overheating issues. Is that going to be an issue?
Here we go, they're coming round again.
No, I don't
They're
believe
still
so.
close
Obviously,
together.
the front medium, it seems to handle the temperature around here quite well. Actually, in Silverstone, because of the side wind you get, actually you lose a lot of temperature anyway, so being in the cockpit won't matter too much. As long as it's got the correct start pressure at the beginning of this race. But yeah, calling it a chess match, but actually it's the best chess game. This is going to be a roll. Did you try and hang around the outside and set up the pass in the village?
I'm not saying there's any needle there. You can see Gian Antonio launching it down into village, now into the loop, and Digi holds on. There are, well, Davide Tardozzi said earlier this week, Digi, who was almost out of ride last year, I'll remind you at this stage of last year, Davide Tardozzi told us he's going to have a factory back at that team next year. Susie spoke to
Two of them side by side.
He still wouldn't admit it. But
Still side by side.
Maybe Alex Marquez over there. This is helping tackle across the behind.
Oh, look at the top of the seat there for Digi. The Marquez doesn't care. He's a Marquez after all.
Weird, but it's only 3. Well, we've seen it so many times over the years. Moto 3 riders tapping the back of their seat behind him. You follow me, and I'll bring you back to the group. That one was, hey, you should stick behind me, fella.
How much does Digi look like Valentino Rossi on the bike today? Livery-wise aside, but just his body position, the style, everything. It just looks like Valentino. We never got to see Valentino on a proper Ducati, but this is impressive stuff for Digi. You know Alex Marquez is a scrapper. They've lost touch with the group, and on this lap, lost even more contact because Alex won't give it up. Digi probably feels that he is a confident player in this Korea battle, but the back and forth game, Alex Marquez almost takes him out of contention now. He's got a lot of work to do, 2.1 seconds behind Marquez at this point.
I will remind you, the grid right there, Roger Bastianini got to a late apex though, taking that ball up, but Bastianini does so well.
Alicia Sparrow and Anea Bastianini. I shouldn't be discounting the man who's led the race to this point, but we know that Bastianini's got little race pace. He always has it. Obviously, he started with about 18 kilograms of fuel. At this point in the race, it's down to maybe 12. So you lose those 6 kilograms, all of a sudden the bike brakes a little bit easier. You get it turned back to the apex, and he really can ride with his natural riding style. So he's got a card to play. We know Alicia Sparrow, how he performed last year. He has lit race pace, and the Aprilia manages his tyre better. So yeah, a long way to go, and never rule out Marquez when there's a scrap.
My only concern for the Aprilia in the midst of these 4 Ducatis is how many teeth has that Aprilia got against the big jaws of the Ducati?
Luckily, last year we seen the torque in the pool, this part of the racetrack from Copse uphill towards Maggots. It was actually pulling alongside the Aprilia, so it's not aero, it's not outright brake horsepower, just in torque and power to the ground and lack of wheel spin. So he can execute those overtakes.
So Fabio Quartararo we're looking at, running 12th. or has something happened to Quattro? No, I think they're just...
Here they come again.
Our directors are giving us one of the most beautiful liveries out there, the World Champion Fabio Quattro. This is my favourite, I have to say. The old Freddie Spencer style, Honda, red, white and blue, pretty bikes, aren't they? And I have to say, Schwab Neal, for me, wins the helmet on, because he's going to be...
5 runs open clear.
To be honest, I think to be quick objective or something like that. Anyway, a lot of people watching it, a lot of our experts have said, so I think you just got it wrong, Frankie, on this occasion. Take the medicine and get on with it.
Looks like Alicia's lost a bit of contact in sector 1. Perhaps wide, and it looked like he was just struggling to get back into the loop. But it's that stage in the race where you look at the pace, it's still 59.2 from Pecco, 59.1. They're just hitting their marks every single lap around. It's metronomic at the moment.
Absolutely the correct word to use for Bagnaia. Just ticking away the laps at a constant pace, not deviating, in a groove. But behind him, he has the terrier-like Jorge Martin. Aleix Spargo has a different machine underneath. How will that fare in the latter stages? And Ea Bastianini is often the strongest rider on track. Oftentimes he finds himself too far back to get involved in the battle at the front, but this time he looks like he might be there. We could well be setting ourselves up for a battle royale here in the United Kingdom.
The two championship rivals. How many times is this point lead going to swing? It's back to 1 point between Jorge Martin and Pecco Bagnaia at the halfway stage in the season. There's no favourite between the two. Obviously, we think that Pecco was the double world champion, could be a treble world champion. Martin wants to take the #1 plate and cross there for you. You expect him to touch the throttle, he tickles it off, and then he just empties it when he gets the bike upright. Really launches off the turn, uses the lowering device, the aero to
Yeah, Sabine, I know you did a lot of racing.
Right to the edge of the curve out of Aintree at 100 miles per hour and then powering down the Wellington Straight into Brooklands. Now you've got to feel like that Ea Bastianini has to get through sooner rather than later on Aleix Spargo here. Spargo, I'm not saying he's a mobile chicane because his pace is still incredible, but he's dropped into the high 159s, and with Martin and Bagnaia in the 59.2, Bastianini can't afford to lose much time. The gap was a second between himself and Bagnaia. It's now standing at 1.3 and heading upwards.
It's not that the pace has been upped, it still seems like Pecco and Martin are just hitting their markers. Aleix is struggling. I don't know if he's just not got the feeling from the hard front of this stage in the race. It seemed difficult for him in the slower parts of the racetrack to pull the bike down, and it's just costing him a few tenths of a second.
I love the body language of Jorge Martin down into Maggotts. And Ea Bastianini does the same. The bike's turning left, and yet their body is on the right. The leg kicks out as far as they can from the centre of gravity of the bike. Here we go. And Ea Bastianini has got to Aleix is such a demon on the brakes. Is he going to run wide though? Yes, he is. That's lovely from Bastianini. He showed the wheel. Let Aleix know he was there. Forced him to try and outbrake. Bastianini, and he outbraked himself.
Front two having a right ding dong.
away the tree. He decides, okay, I'll just sit here, we go again. But now Jorge Martin leads the race, and the challenger is things down.
Clever move, locked it off, almost brake checked it in the middle of the loop. Tango thought about the cutback and driving it up towards the entry, but Martin had it all right today. It was a little bit of a you can see it there for Martin's rear. Have you seen how close he is all of a sudden? He's there. I mean, he's made up so much ground already, Andrea Bastianini, and with these two, they can start battling in front. That will only encourage the second Ducati Lenovo factory man. John Mir has entered the pits, not quite sure what's happened, but unfortunately, one of the Vauxhall Hondas is out of the race.
Yes,
must be a technical issue. There we go, look at that style from Martin down into Maggots. Still Bagnaia in close attendance, and then Andrea Bastianini. The gap stood at 1.3 between himself and Bagnaia, and it is now half a second.
That's an impressive lap. Obviously, we knew he would get his teeth into it. He's had the speed all weekend, and it is interesting watching the body language as you spoke about Ender and Maggots, the two smaller riders, Andrea Bastianini and Jorge Martin, using their legs, the pendulum effect, to get some weight as far to the right side of the bike as they can to help it go from left to right. So physical with all these aerodynamic beats. The air body just makes the bike really stay.
Three-way battle at the front.
Martin on the 89, number one is Paco Bagnaia, 23 is an Bastianini with a halo inspired Howard. I thought we were about to get some mercurial magic from Bastianini like we would have got from the bike.
Jorge Martin, first time he's led this race in the village, just got his braking wrong. It'll take him a lap or two to recalibrate, to reset, and be the one setting the pace.
Yeah, it's now a three-horse race, now three of them nice and tight at the front.
And this is a three-rider fight for the victory. This is where they made the overtake yesterday. You can see the speed he has through the middle of the
Both close in on Martin, then they here comes. We have got a race in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen, with 7.5 to go, and the British Grand Prix.
7 laps just after this one.
Martin almost blocking off any move for Paco Bagnaia into Maggots. They're behind Andrea Bastianini. I could not tell you at this stage which way it's going to go. It is going to rumble on to the finish line as they head on to the close ride with Andrea Bastianini.
Clearly the best bike on track this weekend, the GP24 Ducati. We've got three of them all in shot together, three top contenders, two battling for a title, and Andrea Bastianini, not out of it yet, he's even closer every single race weekend.
Yeah, he's 55 behind Bagnaia in the championship. All around
He's going to set it up. You can see how he might keep getting away.
Yeah, you have to be deep to outbreak Paco Bagnaia. Here he is, one of the latest of the late breakers. He is an absolute demon. Pretty struggling, isn't he? You can see there, he just has to run that little bit. He's wide, he's wide, and straight away, top of it. Reminiscent of the Marquez Lorenzo battle we had around here. One of them runs wide and straight away. And Andrea Bastianini, smart blood, and he went for the jugular right in there. Bastianini up into second place. Behind, the question now is Espargaro and Marquez. Have they got anything for Bagnaia? Because I feel like Bagnaia's race is run.
It looks that way. We've seen on the camera from this shot, is it front end? Just can't quite turn the dial. Oh, there's a front end moment, so yeah, I thought he was just struggled to get it back to the
I'm not sure, but it's 7 left. I think it's 25, 20, 24, something like that.
Let's not forget he crashed out with the front end yesterday and just set the fastest lap of the race. And Bagnaia knows he cannot afford to give 25 points back to Jorge Martin today. He had a 10-point advantage coming into the weekend. He lost 9 to Martin yesterday, lost 12 of course to Bastianini. He can't follow on to make it a 30 points deficit. Second place for Bagnaia. He has chipped away 3/10 on Jorge Martin, and he's done it again in the first sector. And Bastianini is coming forward. He's striving to get in front of Jorge Martin. He make himself very popular in certain quarters of Ducati. I'll remind you, Jorge Martin is leaving Ducati at the end of the year to ride this bike, the Aprilia. He'll be replaced actually the team's moving to Yamaha, but obviously Marc Marquez is going into the factory bike. They do not want to have the #1 bike on the Aprilia, that plate on the Aprilia, when they're losing a rider from Ducati.
Ducati will tell us over the last half of this season that Jorge will get a fair crack at it, but they really do not want the #1 plate to leave Ducati. They do not want to see it on an Aprilia regime next year, so they will want everything to go in Pecco's favour. Later down the line, if the male isn't in contention, they may ask him to help, but right now it is every man for themselves.
It's starting to look like he's going to have a go at Aleix Espargaro. The problem is, Aleix just seems like he's got a little bit more on the braking and no way through for Marquez. He tries to do what Bastianini did to Aleix. Bastianini chipped away a couple of tenths from Martin on that previous lap. The important thing is to save something for the end, not trying to do it all in 1 or 2 laps. Easy to try and go close that gap straight away. He took a little bit too much time. I will point out they are both riding on the absolute limit, Michael. They're on a knife edge.
100%. It's something we talk about these strategy races and tire back where consumption and fuel is always father and his hands.
Angel Martin always down. Very nervous watching this, but he knows his boy could be about to reclaim the championship lead. Bastianini is second. Bagnaia now is a second behind him in third. And then 2 seconds behind that is Marc Marquez, who's just been cleared of his roadblock of Aleix Espargaro, who's fifth. And it's Digi in sixth. Alex Marquez 7th. Pedro Costa is on Cascade KTM. Costa on 11 9. Marco Bezzecchi in 8th, sorry. Marco Bezzecchi is 9. Joe Miller 10th. Fabio Quartararo is in 11th. have never won a race. They've won in lower categories. Came in 2003 with Lawrence Capirossi and Troy Bayliss and won races in that year, challenged for championships. It was a brilliant addition to MotoGP. 5 manufacturers are still stand, trying to get the likes of BMW involved. Suzuki left the championship a couple of years ago, still trying to tempt them back, and Kawasaki. But at the moment, it's Ducati dominating, and it's the 2 GP24s, the satellite version with Pramac Ducati and Jorge Martin in front. Factory Ducati Lenovo, but Bastianini eating up ground mid-corner, Michael.
As you said earlier, Gav, these boys are on the very edge. The body language from Enea Bastianini forcing the bike to go from left to right at maggots. That just shows how physical he's having to be with the bike to gain those few metres back to Jorge Martin and get in the braking zone. He's just trying to eke in closer, and that's it, he's there. Cutting the inside curve on the edge of the stone corner, getting away from the wheel kick.
It's the first and second, so close.
On the gear change between the loop and entry. Okay, staying there. Now, no box between these two.
No, both fought for this factory Ducati seat that Enea Bastianini won over the last 2 years. Unfortunately, Jorge Martin passed over once again for 2025, and Marc Marquez gets that seat. But there is Neil. Obviously, they both wanted to be the next man in that seat, but yeah, I think this will be the corner race decided. Later the race, he's not going to do it. Yeah, I think it might be the next lap or the final lap. That will be his first attempt. Then you've got Stu.
Ooh, it's going to get tight if Enea Bastianini has just set a 1:59.1. That is a stunning lap time at this stage of the race. Incredible. There's nobody else even in the 1:59 bracket. The nearest is Pecco Bagnaia in third, 2 minutes 12.1. Bastianini's a second quicker at this stage of the race. It's got to be Rat Cops, hasn't it? You've been saying it all race, Michael. He just looks so fast coming through Woodcote.
Yeah, his bike turns a little better. It stays a little bit more taut in the rear. It doesn't spin too much, and it turns a little bit more upright, so he's not using the rubber grip on the shoulder of the tyres. It's been a script all weekend. Down into Village, deep. Now he's going to have to respond. He's going to have to dig deep over this last lap and a half.
It wasn't the right hand.
Lap and a half to go.
Just trying to stay ahead. The pressure telling as Enea Bastianini comes through to lead. I tell you what, that has been Bastianini just knocking away, hasn't it? Martin's been looking at his dash, looking at his pitbull, and Bastianini, his relentless pace at this stage of the race. I just don't think Jorge Martin's got an answer.
Unfortunately, he crossed the line, as you called it, Gav, seen his pitboard, plus 0.0, and he just braked a little bit too deep at Abbey, couldn't hit his apex. It upset the direction change to farm, and then he was deep at Village, and unfortunately left the door completely wide open, and Enea Bastianini was straight in there. Now he's going to put the hammer down on this lap and not give Jorge another opportunity.
Yeah, won't give him a sniff. Jorge Martin will not give this up just yet. Yes, he'll want the 20 points. Yes, he's got 3 seconds behind him to Pecco Bagnaia, but he knows if he can get in front of Enea Bastianini on these last couple of laps, then he will really have a nice championship lead to take to the next round in Austria.
Last lap coming up.
Doesn't have a seat in the captain next year. He has beaten into submission last year's world champion and his teammate, and the new championship leader in Jorge Martin, who was runner-up last year, and yet an still with 10 rounds to go, and it's some racetrack that he loves.
Yeah, think back to last
10
year
more
in Malaysia, he was exceptional. He's always gone well in the flyway races. He could get into a straight, he could find the crest of a wave, he could
Yeah, 3 seconds is a lot.
You know, we're worried about Jorge Martin taking a number one play to a brilliant entry. What about him taking it to a next season? Imagine that.
Here we go then, we're coming up towards the finish.
Number one play here in Motogp.
He could well. The beast has prowled around Silverstone today, and he has taken his prey of Jorge Martin.
Oh yeah, he's broken. Bastianini's going to win. Here he comes.
That's his name really in Italian. Bestia, they call him, for Bastianini, but he is so mild-mannered, so polite.
Here he is, he's the winner. First and second. That was it, guys and girls. Absolutely great race, great atmosphere. So we're going to go and get some food and some drinks. Hopefully back in a bit. Catch you soon. Bye.